Yes, sir. So we've reached the end of the session, and I would like you to just conclude the session.
Okay, great. I'm audible, right, Ashwati?
Yes, yes, sir, loud and clear.
Okay, good. Okay, so I think it has been a wonderful day for everybody to join us here today and staying around. I know I'm conscious that this is everybody around the world has joined us today. And I think the numbers that we have seen joining us today has been overwhelming. So really appreciate everybody taking the time out to join this global congregation. I think the way I would like to conclude this is I think we've had a very good discussion around being and becoming. We started with Shivananda's key message around existence and his words and kind words around the way things are moving on survival and growth. So I think overall, if you look at all the speeches which are there, they have given us a very good understanding and has provided clarity in understanding what is being and becoming. And therefore, it has given us very important lessons that we can take away, give some thought to, and understand with all this collective experience that we bring together around how we can, as a whole community, as a global community, work such that we are aligned citizens, we are disciplined citizens in this world. And the disciplined citizens can only happen if we have a one way of approaching the living ideal. And as it was well summarized, I think the essence of it is that survival is one thing, and that is what we are grappling up with today with this pandemic situation. But I think to survive, we need to continuously change. And I think change is the permanent thing which came out. Whether you look at the Yajurveda that Professor Anirban spoke about, he talked about the various Vedas, Bhagavad Gita. All those things actually link into. I spoke about in my panel around the Maslow's hierarchy of needs and all these Western thinking. If you look at it, Sri Thakur was way ahead of his time in terms of looking at how this could help human mankind, not for that time, even for the future as we go along. And we will have more and more challenges. Technology and globalization will continue to ramp up. People will go into different planets. And despite all this, our complexes will also increase, because all this distraction that happens around also has chemical reactions with the way our complexes work. So I think for us, this has given us a very good insight into what we should do as human beings who are always surrounded by these complexes, and we are now in a global world. We lack community, so it has definitely given us a great deal of thought in terms of how we bring all of this together and work as one joint community. So I hope everybody enjoyed today's session and the questions, which were very engaging. There's talk about dharma. If you look at the linkage, everything has a coherent story towards joining up to what our living ideal speaks about. So that I think the encouragement for everybody is to keep talking about it and follow the mantra of Sri Thakur of Jajan, Jajan, Ishtubriti, because that will give you the path in our world after whatever we get as children to actually go forward as citizens and human beings and mankind. So that's what I would like to say and conclude this. Ashwati, Jai Guru, everyone.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much, sir. That brings us to the end of the session. So you can switch off your video camera if you want. Your choice. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that brings us to the end of the session. And before wrapping up, I want to sincerely thank all the dignitaries and panelists and speakers who have joined us from across the globe and has taken their precious time out for this conference and to opine on topics that were much needed to be discussed at this time and hour. And to everyone directly or indirectly connected to this project and this web conference, I extend my gratitude for joining in. Tomorrow, at same time, same place, we will be having day 2 of the session. and some very important topics are going to be covered, like stress and anger management, failure management, discipline and growth. And again, we have speakers, esteemed speakers joining us from all across the world. So I hereby request each one of you to connect with us tomorrow also and make this e-meet as successful as it was today. And having said that, I would like to take leave and call it a day. So hope you guys enjoyed this session. This is me, Ashwati Mohan. I was your host for the day, and thank you for the opportunity for connecting with you all in such a tough time that we all are going through. And I hope to see you all again tomorrow. There are some beautiful performances also lined up. So, on that note, thank you so much and have a great day.